Hey, thanks for coming back. This is Richard Williams, the Angry Teacher, and we're talking about distance learning and you, the teacher. I'm going to make another one for the students, but right now it's all about you and distance learning. Hang around, we're going to learn today. Whether it's completely online distance learning, or if it's hybrid, sometimes you're in the building in person, or you're doing the online e-learning, or you're going back in person. At some point, they're going to ask you to do some distance because of the COVID-19 crisis that we're in. I'm going to give you some tips that's going to help you right now. Hey, let's get into it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the little bell for the new Angry Teacher video releases. Number one, don't forget to have a morning routine. Do the same thing you do if you're going to work. It puts you in a different frame of mind. For example, you get up, regular time, you take a shower, you brush your teeth, you have breakfast, you do whatever you need to do as you would have if you were going to work in person. Because it gives your mind that idea that I still have to do this. This is actually what I need to do. If you roll up in the video your Zoom meeting with the first set of kids and your hair is undone and you're feeling beat up and you can get it together, then they're going to feel that energy. I want you to be sprite. I want you to be happy. I want you to be excited to be there for them because they're going to feel like they don't want to be there as it is. So you have to do the same things you would do in a regular morning. I get up every morning and I go to the gym and I do what I normally do. I have my breakfast, I have my coffee, and I am all psyched up and ready for them on that video because they can feel the energy long distance. Use a schedule. For number two, I need you to have a plan. Do not, because it's distance learning, a lot of administrators, a lot of districts expect us to keep working. If you have a 40-minute Zoom meeting with your class and it ends, you have to wrap it up in those 40 minutes and it ends. You may do 1 hour afterwards for emails and all that stuff because you have to make accommodations for the online portion of your class, but do not work into the wee hours because you're at home and you have nothing to do. They think that you can just keep working. I cut it off at 6 once I'm done because normally that's when I'm in the building, that's when I get home anyway on a regular day. So I cut it off. Whatever I'm doing, whatever email has to be returned, it will wait until the morning because right now I'm done. Number three, don't forget to always have energy. Keep it going because those kids need you to be a part of their morning. They need to know that you want to be there, so you need to be there. Get that energy going and keep them up. When you see that there's a lull, that they're looking away, some of them are getting up and going off if you haven't established proper rules yet, but we'll talk about that in another video. But if they're not really engaging with you, liven them up, liven the class up, change whatever you're doing, give it energy. Do check-ins. Now, in person, I would do the same thing. I would call a kid outside and talk to him. I see you've been down today, something's not right. Or I would go around to them and tap them on the shoulder. I'd stoop down and I'd have a conversation. But obviously I can't do that because now it's distance. So here's what you do. You actually check in. Ask them how they're doing. If they don't want to respond to the whole class, they can send it to you as an email, a text message, whatever it is. Find out how these kids are doing. Sometimes they're not having a great day. Sometimes mom just cursed them out. Whatever their reasons are, I need you to just check in with them. Tell them how you're doing actually. Ask them how they're doing and work it out so that they'll want to be in class next time. Show them that you still care, long distance. Now engagement will be hard. However, you need to engage the students. So here's what you could do. You can have moments where you just randomly tell them to stand up. Randomly tell them to stretch. Have stretch breaks, like every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes or whatever. You have stretch breaks. Do something that they'll have to get up, not even if they want to or not, because it becomes tedious. After the third or fourth Zoom lesson, it's just like, why am I even here? So keep them engaged. What you could even do is interactive online platforms that you can use, and I'll drop the list in the description box below so you can start playing around with them to be ready for the new year, because interactivity is important when these kids are sitting in front of a computer, an electronic device all day. You're competing with their lives outside of that space. They might be at the beach doing your work. So you have to engage them as much as you can. All right, let's move on. Use props or life moments. Let them know that you're human. For example, wear a hat. Turn your back for whole or part of the lesson. Use different things. What I could do with these headphones is maybe ask them a question during the lesson or at the beginning. What kind of music do you think I'm listening to? What song do you think I'm listening to? And have them pay attention and keep up until the end of the lesson, and then you'll give them the answer. Also, you can hide an object in your background and then ask them, what do they think you're thinking about? And then at the end of the lesson, then you can really release your answer to them. Hold your pet. Scream at a spouse or significant other, whatever it is. Liven them up, wake them up, and let them know that, whoa, we're in class, but this teacher's dope. Have shout outs. Recognize them in the chat or on video. Hey, I like how you're interacting today, Johnny. Hey, Mary, I need you to pay attention. Hey, what's going on, Bobby? Remember last time you did such and such? That was funny, man. Get them involved. Let them know that you're paying attention to them too. Break up the formatting. Don't just have it live all the time. Sometimes you can pre-record your lessons or part of it. So it could be a tutorial. It could just be a greeting that you do before they actually start the lesson live with you. Just do it a little bit differently to kind of shake up the monotony, because remember, they have several other classes just like yours, and they've been sitting here listening to someone drone on and on and on. So liven yours up, change it up. Pre-record some of your messages. Pre-record a game. Pre-record you doing something stupid. And then mix it with your live sessions. It can even be a video on just one topic that you feel more comfortable doing by yourself, and you're not going to have interruptions. So you quickly do the lesson, and then you have them watch it and respond to it. There's some websites, once again, I'll drop them in the description, that you can use, that you can pause the video, ask questions, and then keep going with your lesson. So in changing the format, you can read and record yourself reading. So you're all in the live, but you're listening to yourself reading. Or you do the reading and record it and then have them respond to it. Or have students read. Everyone has to send in their parts. Or we just sit there and we're all reading, we're all participating live. So I know that you're paying attention, because you have to listen to when your part is up to read. All right? Break up the monotony. Lastly, be honest with them. Let them know when you have issues, when you need a break. Yep, Mr. Williams, I've got to go to the restroom. Mr. Williams, oh man, the dog did something, I have to run. I can't do this right now, guys. I've got a situation, but here's what you need to do, and we'll talk later, okay? So here, those are I think it was 9 things that we went through, and that's how distance learning can kind of work. I'll come up with some more as we get into the new year, because I have a feeling we'll be doing some distance learning. Yeah. The Teacher's Lounge is up next. I've got some dope kids. thanks for coming to class today, guys. I want you to go out there and be great. Hey, let's go out there and teach.